Hi, today we're going over chapter 7, gratitude. Gratitude, the third principle in the science of getting rich. I am so excited. I love this chapter. Okay, this is definitely my favorite chapter. The definition of gratitude is the quality of being thankful, the readiness of showing appreciation and returning kindness. I hope that rings a bell with you. So let's see, for some reason it's not wanting to go for me, not wanting to cooperate. Okay, here we go. There's a lot of people that live in poverty today because of their lack of gratitude. Don't be one of these. If you are now, find the gratitude. We're going to take some steps today. I'm going to teach you how to forgive people that have hurt you in the past. I'm going to walk you through those, and I'm going to give you a couple of tools to help you with that. So let's get started. So most people think they have an okay life. Yeah, okay life. So I want you to know that you're better than having an okay life. I want you to be grateful. I want you to have gratitude in your life, and I want you to live the life that you were intended to live on the day that you were born, okay? So bring that gratitude into your life. There are 99% of the people in the world live in poverty. 99%. Can you believe that? Only 1% of the people in the entire world are flourishing. 97% of the people in the United States alone, 97% live in poverty. Please don't be one of them. I want you to flourish. I want you to grow. I want you to become who you were meant to be from your Creator. Being grateful and writing in a journal is easy to do, and it's easy not to do. But this is a big part of gratitude. Grab a gratitude journal. It could be a binder, a simple little book to keep track of things. Keep it next to your bed with an ink pen. Grab it in the morning. Write at least 3 things in there that you are grateful for. If it's not the clean air, the beautiful room that you're laying in, the bed that you're laying in, the beautiful, comfortable, soft and cozy sheets that you have, the pillow under your head. Like I said, the air that you're breathing, find at least 3 to 5 things to be grateful for. So, and write those in. And those will help you. When you start feeling like the world is happening to you, go back and read those. It'll bring you back around. It'll bring your thinking back to where you need to be. Being grateful. That's a huge, huge part of this. If you learn this one chapter, people make money from this one chapter, teaching other people how to be grateful. I want you to get this, okay? We have to help other people get what they want. That's something else that I want you to understand. You have to help other people get what they want before you can get what you want. If we look at people that have become massively successful because of this book, they had to reframe their mind and believe the principles in this book. So that's what I'm going to ask you to do. You can do a search on Google and find out who believes in The Secret. Who believes in, or who is it that has studied the science of getting rich and prospered from that? There's thousands and thousands of people out there that are studying this book, that have studied this book in the past. And all of the mentors today, all of the mentors that are on TV, that are on YouTube, study that person. you will see that it goes back to the science of getting rich and someone that has studied them before, studied this book before, or they studied it directly. Les Brown, I can't even think of everybody's names. All the famous people today, Tony Robbins, that are wealthy, that Lisa, I can't think of her last name, I'm sorry. All of them, they studied this book, or they learned, mirrored, and matched someone else. But what I'm saying is the principles that they learned came from this book. So we have to break, one thing, we have to break what is holding you back. Some of our thoughts are what we believe are holding us back. We have to break these thoughts. We have to forgive. There's people that are out there that have hurt us in our life. We're going to move on to forgiveness now. There are people out there, whether they're living or past, that have hurt us. The person that hurt me when I was 4 years old hurt me and moved on with his life, okay? Probably never gave it another thought. I had to learn to forgive him because it was hurting me. It was injuring me. I had to let that go. I had to be able to say, thank you for making me the person that I am, even though it tore my world apart. But it made me the person that I am today. So I have to thank him for that. First thing I want you to do is understand forgiveness. I want you to write down the person's name. Take one sheet of paper, write down the person's name on one side, draw a line, write down what they did on the other side of the paper, okay? You don't have to go into any details, just a short little, couple of words, 2 or 3 words, short paragraph, whatever it is, because you know who they are and you know what they did. So now once you get that done, something else, just a side note here, 6-phase meditation on YouTube by Vishaan Lakhani. It's, I can't think of the name of it. He has a company. Oh gosh, I can't think of the name of the company. But it's meditation. It's 6-phase meditation with binary beats is the one that I listen to. There are 3 of the 6-phase meditations that he does. Vishaan, it's Vishan Lakhani, and I'm not sure how he's pronounced, but if you do a search for 6-phase meditation, it'll come up. I enjoy the one that has the binary beats. It will help you with forgiveness. It has helped me so very much. I love that meditation. I try to do that every morning. I did it every morning for a long time. I don't do it as often as I did in the beginning, but I do it as often as I possibly can with my morning ritual. Your morning ritual is so important to get started with because it changes your mindset. We have to let go of what that person did to us because that person changed us from who we were to who we are today. We have to get on with our life. We have to stop carrying that dead weight with us and let go of it. We have to thank them for who we are today. This will stop your pain. This will stop your hurting. And this will help you to flourish and become the person that you are meant to be. But you have to let go of that first. Now, after you've written the name and what they did to you down, this is what I want you to do. I want you to say this statement. I want you to say their name and say, thank you. I forgive you. Because of what you did to me, I am the person I am today. Now, I'm not going to tell you that this is hard, this is easy, because this is not easy. This is one of the hardest things that you will ever do, but it is the most gratifying because you free yourself. It is the most freeing thing that I have ever done in my entire life. It frees you. This is for you. This is not for the person that hurt you. This is for you, my friend, and I want this for you, probably more than you want this for yourself right now. This is so, 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 so massively important. You have to become who you are supposed to be, and this will help you. I would not be sitting here in front of this camera right now had I have not done this and let that go. Okay? Now, on a separate piece of paper, I want you, or on the back side even, I want you to write down the accomplishments that you have had in your life. And when those little voices start talking to you and telling you little things, reminding you of what happened to you and making you feel like you were a victim, which you're not. You are not a victim. I know you are not a victim because you are here and you are watching this. This makes you a victor. You triumphed this. You're bigger than this. I know you're bigger than this. And I love you because you are here and you are not a victim. You will never be a victim again because you have these skills, and these skills will help you for the rest of your life. I want you to write down on the other side of the paper everything that you have accomplished in your life. Refer back to these things. Write these on a separate piece of paper on a second thought. I don't want you to keep that paper that reminds you of who that person was and what they did to you. I want you, at the first chance you get, rip that paper up. After you've forgiven that person, rip it up and burn it in a barbecue, in a fireplace, whatever. Get rid of it and release it. Release those feelings and that hurt, that pain, that stress into the universe, okay? Allow that to be taken from you. That's the only way that you can ever let go. Now, I want you to know that you are worthy of this. I believe in you. You can do that. We have a fly flying around here. I don't know if you can see him or not. Every morning before you get out of bed, something I want you to do to help you with your gratitude, I want you to grab a small little, I have a gratitude journal that one of my mentors gave me. I write in this every morning. I want you to write 3 to 5 things in this gratitude journal that you are grateful for, because this will start your new life. This is going to help you to step into who you really are. This is going to make you awesome, absolutely awesome. This is going to help you to be a happy, fulfilled person. And this is going to help you attract the people that you want in your life, that you want to sell your series to, because you want to help them. Not because you want to take them, okay? It's to help them. This is otherwise you're going to stay stuck, and you're going to continue attracting the people to you just like you've attracted to you in the past. That is not what we want. We don't want the same old people being attracted, brought into our life. We want new people that are happy, that are fulfilled, that need to be happy and need to be fulfilled, okay? Remember, we always attract who we are. Now, there are 2 ways to live. One of the ways is as if life is happening to us. Do you get that? Life is happening to us. We're in the victim mode. we have road rage. We blow up because somebody said something to us or something that made us mad, that brings the drama into our life, that we go off on them because, well, you said this or you said that. Okay. Been there, done that. I was a drama queen once. No more, have not been for a very long time. After a while, you just get tired of it. That brings more drama into your life. The other way to live, which is the way that I live now, and I want for you to live, is that everything is a miracle, because everything is a miracle. You are a miracle. This chapter alone, if you study this chapter, if you learn this chapter, if you teach this chapter, this very chapter, you can make money. You can help a lot of people. And that's what I want for you. Learn this chapter, study this chapter, and then teach this chapter, okay? Teach this entire book. But it all starts with forgiveness. We have to forgive the people in our lives that have hurt us. We are who we are because of them, not in spite of them, okay? I want you to understand that, not in spite of them. I want to tell you a little story about a little 6-year-old boy from 1982. His name was Adam Walsh. Some of you may know who he was. He went to Sears one day, one afternoon with his mother here in California, where I live, and tragically, he was kidnapped. His body has never been found. His head was found about a year after he was taken, and it washed up on the side of a canal. It was such a horrifying thing. I can remember when this happened. My son was born in 1982, so my kids are that age, you know. It was tragic. His father, John Walsh, you may recognize that name, John Walsh. He decided that he did not want this to happen to any other parents, and he was going to do everything in his power to make sure that this didn't happen to other children. So he started petitioning the courts and the lawmakers to change the way things were. Because of his son today, we not only have Code Adam in stores, in shopping centers, in malls. When you hear over the loudspeaker, we have a Code Adam or Code Adam. That's because of Adam Walsh. That means there is a child missing. Please be on the lookout for that child, okay? John Walsh also started the show that captured many, many, many bad guys called America's Most Wanted. He started that. I'm sure you've seen it. If you haven't, I'm sure you could find some of them on YouTube. America's Most Wanted. They profiled, they told the story of how people turned up missing or were robbed or whatever the situation was. It was a really good show. It told a lot. It went into a lot of details. That was all because of what happened to his son. He also petitioned the courts to enlist a sex offenders registry. We didn't have a sex offenders registry before that. And there was 2 people that they were sure that had kidnapped his son. This case has never been solved. They thought there was 2 people, but they were arrested and charged for different cases, okay? So no one was ever tried for Adam's kidnap or murder. Now I want you to know, John did not give up on making sure that his son's 6 years of life did not just disappear with everything else. like he did. He made sure that his life stood for something. His life saved a lot of other children throughout. He fought to get this in 2006. The law was enacted. He fought for 24 years. 24 years he fought the lawmakers in order to get, what was it called? Adam's Law. That's what it was called, Adam's Law. And today, when you see the sign over the highway that says, what is it? It says Amber Alert. That was originally, that would have said Adam's Law or Adam Alert. It was changed because a little girl named Amber was kidnapped, and I believe she was kidnapped from her bedroom. And that's a whole different story. So we'll talk about that at a different time. But what I want you to realize is that because of this horrifying incident, because of this horrifying experience that happened to little Adam, his life will always be remembered. He will always be remembered. And thousands and thousands and thousands of sex offenders have to register today because of this little boy. Today we have Amber Alert because her parents fought to get her law passed. And John Walsh started this because of what happened to his son. So remember, the world is not here. It's not happening to us. It's happening for us. And sometimes this is really hard for us to understand, but I want you to understand this, please. Okay. What I want you to understand, why I'm telling you all this, is that things that happen to us, I've already gone over that. I personally have had a lot of, I mentioned it, touched on it earlier, I had a lot of things, or I've had things that I had to forgive in my life too. I was sexually molested when I was 4 years old. And I dealt with that. I carried that with me for a very, very, very long time. And I wondered how a person could do that, but it happens every day. We try to stop that from happening, but it does happen. I had to forgive that person, that man, that boy. He's a man now, but I had to forgive that teenage boy for what he did to me. I was 4 years old. I didn't even know what was happening until later. I didn't understand it. All I knew, I was in pain. And anyway, that's a whole different story. But I want you to understand, I've been through this pain. If I can do this, if I can visually picture this person standing in front of me and saying, thank you for doing this to me. I forgive you. Thank you for making me who I am today. You can do this. I believe in you. I know you can do this. Okay. There is a book that has helped me a lot. It's called it's by Og Mandino, and his book is named The Greatest Miracle in the World. And chapter 9, I believe it is the God Memorandum. And that is with this series. So I'm giving you that for free. In the book, he says, read this for 30 days straight without a break, 30 days straight. It will change your life. You will realize that you are a miracle, and you will never look at life the same way. Another thing I want you to realize is being in a state of gratitude opens the heavens. It opens the heavens for you to receive. It takes away expecting. It takes away, we just have to become grateful for what we have. And being grateful makes us resourceful. It makes us happy. It will make you happy. We have to believe more is coming to us on the other side of gratitude. Okay? We need to remember what it was to live as a small child when everything was amazing. We were so happy. We were so grateful. We were shocked when somebody with a loud noise, we were surprised and happy and laughed at everything. Okay? Swings were fun. Swing again. Go to a park and get in the swing and kick your feet up and enjoy it. I do from time to time. It's so much fun. It makes me think of my childhood again and playing. But the thing that I want you to remember is we have to get past our past. Our past is called our past because it's not our future. Do you know why the windshield on a car is so much bigger than the rear view mirror? Because we're supposed to look in front of us, not behind us. Okay? When you start hearing that little voice that tells you that you're not worthy of this is not supposed to happen to you, acknowledge it. Acknowledge that voice and say, thank you, go away. It will. I do it every day. Every time that little voice comes up for me, I acknowledge it and I instruct it to go away, and it does. We have to watch the words that we say to everyone in our lives, especially the words that we say to ourselves, okay? The words that we say to ourselves, like, we're dumb, how could I do that? I can't believe that mistake that I made. Stop saying that because you're tearing yourself down. You have to learn how to build yourself up. You have to remember that you're only human. Give yourself a break. You wouldn't talk to anybody else that way. Why do you talk to yourself that way? Please don't do that. I used to be the biggest culprit at this. I used to talk to myself terribly. I don't do that anymore, and I don't want you to do that anymore. Also, with this series, I'm including the power in words so that you can know the words that you need to remove from your vocabulary and the words to replace them with. The other thing that I'm giving you is make sure that you do your I am statements daily and your incantations, okay? Make sure you do those because those are very important for you to do. Without gratitude in your life, you can't get wealthy, you can't get rich, or you can get rich if you work yourself half to death for it, but you won't be happy, you won't be fulfilled, okay? That's what I want you to be. That's who I want you to be. Without living in gratitude, we can't become the happy, healthy, fulfilled person that we want to be. We need to learn to question everything that we believe, everything that's in our mind. As things come up, question it. Where did that belief come from? Did we get it as a child? Have we carried it all these years? Is it true? Most importantly, is that thought true? Google it. Find out if it's true. If it's not true, then work through it and get rid of it. Find something to replace it with, okay? I want you to know the opposite of gratitude is living without hope. I don't want that for you. I want you to live with hope. I want you to live with the gratitude. We can make a difference in the world. And it's through changing ourselves that we change our world. Did you catch that? Through changing ourselves, how we see things and how we feel about things and how we react to things will change our world. I want you to understand that, okay? Because this is so, so, so important. This has changed my life. Without these principles that I'm talking to you about, I wouldn't be who I am today. And I'm still growing. I want you to understand that, okay? We can't change anyone else. The only thing that we can change, the only power that we have for change is change ourselves. We can't change anyone else. I want you to think about that. This is the end of chapter 6. I'm sorry, chapter 7. I don't know why I said 6. I want to thank you for today. Thank you for spending this time with me. I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day. And I hope to see you on chapter 7. Thank you for joining me for today, and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.